name is Susanne, and I'm a leading crypto strategist, and I teach women how to succeed in the crazy crypto market. What attracted me mostly to Ingrid was her boldness. I love her boldness in being a boss diva. Because I myself, I had several 6 and 7 business enterprises in my past. I have a 30 plus years experience in being a CEO of companies. But anyhow, I have a very girly attitude, and I felt that some nice boss diva vibes I would benefit from it. And this is what I felt so much when I saw Ingrid's videos. And yeah, this was what attracted me to her. When I was in my early 50s, I felt the urge to escape the corporate life a little bit. I wanted to be able to be more flexible, travel and everything. And then I gave the shares of my business to my son, who is continuing the business now. And I started my own endeavor. I was fascinated by the whole cryptocurrency industry and the whole field of decentralized finance since a long time. And I've grown a big expertise here. And anyhow, I felt I have to share it with the world, because in this field, so many men are present and teaching, doing a great job. But I really felt there's a lack of women here to teach it in a very female, easy, a little bit universe glitter thing way. And I started my business in November 21. And I did everything from my own Facebook. I did everything organically, and I was quite successful. I had a 5-figure. My first month was already 5 figures, and I was very happy. But what I was lacking was the whole organization thing behind. And this is something I really got out of your program, the whole structure thing. I don't know, my background in fashion, a very creative person, but I love the structure I got from your program. And within in my first month, I did it was 10,000 something, but it was already 5 figures. But after joining your program in my first month, I quadrupled this. So I had 1 month where I was 4 times more than before with your help and everything. And it was really amazing to me. The whole energy itself behind Ingrid and the whole team is really something, amazing, and I love it. You're not pressing women into it, you are encouraging. You're always giving. The energy itself is amazing, and the energy itself does already wonders, and this is my experience, and I'm definitely amazed that I joined the program. Yeah. I told that I have the big business experience, but I also had in these times, I had 4 beautiful children. I have 2 grandchildren now, so I have really a big family, and I'm also, from my heart, a big family person. As I have the luxury that I do not have to earn money, that I do this solely from my passion and from my pleasure, because I really love the interaction and the teaching of women. I take really a little time a week for my business. I take maybe 20 hours a week, sometimes even less. So I'm now at, I think, nearly 6 figures in my revenue, my total revenue, but I know if I would have been, investing much more time, being much more focused on the program, it would be a total different number. But you understand, I've worked so hard my whole life, and I really have now the financial background that I, can work purely out of pleasure. And I cherish that. And I think also my clients can feel this. For me, it's not, I'm not trying to convince someone to buy my programs. I show them the magic of this young market. And then they feel, I don't know, called in. Before I joined the program, I was anyhow charging very, very little amounts for my program. What really helped me in your program to understand that this is a totally wrong number is when you broke down the different modules into the value. Because I noticed, for example, my module, Not on My Watch, which is a module which really helps women to completely understand what is a crypto scam and what is a legit thing. This alone is a huge value for someone. I get every week, messages from people telling me, I sent several thousand euros to XYZ and now it's gone. I don't understand. So this structure of, really breaking it down. What is the real value for a client? This is an amazing tool to really be confident in charging the price which your work is really worth. So yes, I definitely changed this a lot, and I was actually sometimes shocked how high the value of my program is and how little I was charging, and it was an amazing process you guided me through, and I thank you a lot for that. My programs right now, I'm just teaching in German, and I had a beginner's course, an intermediate course, and then an advanced course for going into the decentralized finances. And the total for those courses were approximately 5,000 euros in total. And now with your process, the value, it is crazy. The total value of my program is far above $50,000 US, far above. And it took a time for me to process the tremendous value my program has. And now I will, with a kind of scholarship, because I really want to give every woman in the world the chance to learn, and to really understand this amazing market, It's the shift of wealth of our century. And I want as many women as possible to participate in this shift of wealth. And so I will be charging $17,000 US for my 12 months program. And yeah, I'm sure the price will go up very soon. I would say this is definitely a process. It is not that it makes click and you are there. It is a step-by-step thing. For me, the biggest shift was really breaking down the value, how, if you can even put a value on that, and with really integrating this value, you're getting more secure and so much more confident with those prices, because you are 100% worth it. Yeah, and so in the beginning I had a problem to charge my 5,000 euros, but I have no doubt now that these $17,777 are a steal for every lady out there. So yeah. But it is a process you have to grow into, and I really enjoyed also all these empowering videos again from Ingrid's contagious boss diva attitude, you know, not getting, you know, I was also a person over-delivering, really over-delivering, and it's such a magical process she puts you into, so I can just recommend. Yeah. It was a stretch for me to really express my message in sophisticated words. And I got an amazing help by your specialist for that, Janaina. She is an amazing woman, so creative, and a goddess with words. And so this is again a big support what you get if you're not a native English speaker, and if copy is not, you know, something where you're super well equipped. And yeah, no, it was amazing. I have been in other business mentoring programs before, which were much more expensive than yours. I've been also in a one-on-one mentoring with a very well-known coach. But the value I get from your program is amazing. It's a steal program. And everyone who is just thinking about, just do it, because you're so worth it. It is such a professional approach. I really love what I learned through your program is how to be really clear about things. I love the support. You get an immediate reply. You get supported in every step of the way. And there are so many videos you can watch. I watched a lot, but not all of them. But I will continue, of course, because I have several more months in your program. But it is an amazing program, definitely. Yeah.